So first of all, there's MATvista. This is used by trust leaders and central teams. You can see here we have a trust quality assurance based on the DFE framework, but it can also be used for risk registers and mitigation plans in the same format. In fact, it can be used for any form of trust self-evaluation and improvement planning. Notice how we use this ABACUS model. This has been around in education for about 40 years. It's quite simple, but it's incredibly robust. You make a judgment by sliding the beads, and then when you make a judgment, it will open up this improvement process that it guides you through just to structure and streamline your thinking. So first of all, you can check those judgments against criteria, and in here we have the DFE framework, so it just lets you kind of make sure that you're making an accurate judgment. Then you can move on to the evidence, where you can supply notes or hyperlinks to various files, various sources of evidence that justify your judgment. And then it leads you through this analysis process here, where you can analyse the factors that are helping, that are pushing the bead in the right direction, if you like, and then those factors that are hindering, the things that we need to tackle. You can even prioritise those, some above the others. And then you move through to the final step, which is the action planning. So here we've got the diagnostic that we've carried out, and we can just literally, for these different hindering factors, we can say what we're going to do about them, who's going to be responsible, what success will look like, and then if we want to, we can update on progress. So it just guides you through this really simple, straightforward process. At any point, you can make new judgments to demonstrate your progress simply by sliding another abacus bead. This will recognise that you've made a new judgment and just let you copy things across to that new bead, and you can see here that it very clearly demonstrates progress in this area. You can collaborate online with others, whether you ask them to slide their own bead or work on the beads that are already there. It's just a great way to collaborate. You can even export these abacuses as PDF documents. If I just show you one of these, it's a fantastic way to share documents with colleagues in the trust. They are clear and concise. You can see here that here's an abacus. But if we just go down to the abacus bead itself, within the document, you can see that you've got your evidence, your helping and hindering factors, and then your detailed action planning. So this is the MATvista version of our tool, used in trusts for all forms of self-evaluation and action planning. Then we also have iAbacus. This uses exactly the same model, only it's designed for schools. So here you can see a school self-evaluation and improvement plan in the abacus format. The head teacher or SLT will work together, and they'll follow exactly the same process, where they'll make judgments and then just go through this step-by-step process. But in schools, it's also used by middle leaders for subject self-review and action planning. So we have curriculum leaders, subject specialists being able to self-review their curriculum area and put together development plans. A great way to prepare for a deep dive in your subject. But then it's also used by teachers and teaching assistants for professional reflection and growth planning. You can see an abacus here where a teacher will work through this, make their judgments, and then follow exactly the same process. The beauty is, all of these abacuses can feed into MATvista. Let me just show you how you would do that. So once the abacuses have been shared with you, you'll be able to access those on your home screen, and all you do is select them, and then you choose to overlay to compare them. This will combine all those abacus beads onto one central trust view. You will get immediate access to a wealth of insights. You will be able to identify good practice that needs to be replicated across the trust, but you'll also be able to identify those that need additional support. Then if you want to, you can click on those beads, select the individual academies or departments or teachers, whatever it is you're overlaying, and then you can dig down into the detailed evidence. Why is it they've put that bead in that position? What was their analysis of the situation? What is helping or hindering them? And then what is their action planning to improve or to sustain the performance they've already made? So it's a great way to empower others through that improvement process, but at trust level, it provides you with that view. In fact, that's why the tool is called MATvista. It gives you this overview of quality, effectiveness, and allows you to see why things are happening and how they're going to be improved. If you're interested in seeing this in more detail and how it might relate in your trust, please get in touch or click the button below where you can book a session, a Zoom or a Teams meeting where we'll go through it in more detail. Hopefully see you soon.